Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's track and field time. I just want to recap the 400 meter at the World Athletic event because it was just so crushingly good as far as the competition of women and men in this finals race. The top three were Sydney, McLaughlin-Levrone's, you had Naser, you had Paulino. Big shouts out to all of these ladies, including Amber Anning, former Arkansas alumni. And as we do on this channel, no matter what country you represent, always like to shout out to our universities in the US. But this was the finals, and you have to go all in. Every runner in this race was trying to stay relaxed, shake off those nerves, and get into that zone. And being the last race of the season, you leave everything on the track. Why not, right? Rain or not, it doesn't get any better than that. So the race begins. Everyone's in their groove. The last three ladies were just a bit behind early, but Paulino was there. Naser started charging, and Sydney was all in control. Paulino's kick down the stretch was crazy. Naser was right there closing the gap, and it turned into a dead tie heading into the last 100 meters between Sydney and Paulino. Not quite a tie, but a little bit of a gap with McLaughlin-Levrone's still on that lead. Now, McLaughlin-Levrone's dug deep and had that killer finish, giving it everything she had. McLaughlin-Levrone's finished with a 47.78, a new championship record. Paulino came in at 47.98, ooch, just under that 48-second mark. That's a national record for the Dominican Republic right there. Naser clocked 48.19, just off her personal best and still one of the fastest ever for her. As for the other runners, Natalia held off the chasing pack. Amber Anning had a strong showing in a stacked final and pretty much a very solid season, which tells me that she has a bright future ahead of her. Gomez ran consistently on the global stage. Marieta put together a solid run completely. And Nickisha Pryce broke 50 seconds, which is still impressive at this level. Now, some big facts here. McLaughlin's 47.78 is the second fastest time in history for women's 400 meters, only behind Marita Koch of Germany, who ran a 47.60 way back in 1985. Hey, it is what it is. I know those were questionable time periods right there, but hey, Paulino's 47.98 is now the third fastest ever, and Naser's 48.19 is among her top three performances of all time and very close to her best. For two women to break under 48 in the same final, this was the first time in history that's ever happened. Historically, Koch still has the all-time mark of 47.60, but Sydney is closing in. Honestly, if Sydney keeps running at this level, I think she could break it. Do you think Sydney can break Koch's record next season? Let me know what you think below in the comment section. But if you ask me, I think it's that year, and it will be an extraordinary year next season. Now, looking at the last 100 meters, the split really showed how Paulino was closing, Naser was aggressive, but McLaughlin-Levrone's strength in that final stretch sealed it. This was simply the most impressive women's 400 meter race I've ever seen. Shout out to everyone who competed. You are definitely looking at one for the ages. Have a great day. Bye.